Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, the first race here of the Wicked Cushion Esports 410 Winged Sprint Cars. And tonight we are live from the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. Good evening, racing. Brett Wheeler with you for the call tonight's racing. Apologise, just waiting for Trading Paints to update. We had some issues with our sound. So at the moment, Brett Strickler on screen as a qualifying will come up on the top left, or the left-hand side of the screen. Jason Nygaard, 13.141. Strickler, 13th quick. Anthony Job, Schaefer. Looking like most of these other drivers are done. Joel Berkeley on screen for Slick Sim Sports in car number 9. 9th quick with a 13.207. A 13.207. Just a little over half a tenth of a second off as he will improve on that lap time. He does. He jumps to 7th quick with a 13.192. A 13.192. So there it is. Looks like it is qualifying done and dusted. And Jason Nygaard setting the Volusia Speedway Park on fire here tonight. A little over half a tenth of a second off as he will improve quick with a third. I don't know why they played twice just then, but anyhow. Alright, let's go into some heat racing action. We'll take 3 heat races on the program for tonight. Let's go trackside right now to take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat race number 1. Eight laps is going to be the distance. The top 4 move straight into the main event. Your top 2, they will go into a dash being run after the warm-up session. Starting on pole for Team ABR in car number 22, Jason Nygaard will start on pole position on his outside of the front row. For the car number 52 of the Swindell Speed Lab team, it's James Edens. Inside your second row for Slick Sim Sports, car number 9 of Joel Berkeley to his outside. In the 19J, it'll be Jeremy Zarfos. Third row inside in car number 57, Craig Dunn will start position number 5. And lining up at a position number 6 in car number 31, that's Tyson Landis. Fourth row inside at a position number 7 in car number 48, it's Chance Siskowski. And to his outside in car number 222, Weston Newell. Lining up in the final position for Swindell Speed Lab, car number 00, Kendall Tucker will start position number 9. Well, thank you for those kind words, Patricia. Appreciate it. Again, don't forget we're live across Facebook and YouTube tonight. Don't forget to head over to our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/UltimateDirtTV. We are trying for 1,000 subscribers, and I can tell you that we are very, very close to getting it done. We're at 982, so we are 18 away as we get set here for heat race number 1, the Wicked Cushion Esports and Dirty Old Bastards 410 Winged Sprint Car Series from the virtual Volusia Speedway Park, and we are green and underway. Nygaard, of course, getting the jump over James Edens. Joel Berkeley rides in third. And we go back to the battle on for the 4th and final transfer spot. The 5 machine of Jeremy Zarfos works high through turn number 1 and 2, right up in the marble stuff. Then you go back to Craig Dunn, sitting back there in position Craig Dunn, position 5, 6. He's going to be Weston Newell, Siskowski. As challenge coming up for the race lead here in the next couple of laps of 410 Winged Sprint Cars. They're wasting no time around here. Low 13-second times at the moment. And James Edens, the Swindell Speed Lab, trying to track down your race lead again. Top 2 go straight through to the dash. And everybody else, well, 3rd and 4th, they'll go through to the main event. Everybody else from 5th on back, they'll get put into the preliminary mains. We're halfway home here in heat race number 1. And it's still Jason Nygaard over James Edens. Berkeley leading this next pack of cars in third position. In that number 9 machine for Slick Sim Sports. And we go back to Jeremy Zarfos in that fourth and final transfer spot right now. Craig Dunn trying to follow Zarfos through the top side of turn number 3 and 4. But here comes James Inns really starting to come after Jason Nygaard. But laps are really starting to wind down. We're going to have one to go. This time by out of turn number 4. And Jason Nygaard 4 turns away. Edens is really putting the pressure on that number 22 machine. They go down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. For the final time, Jason Nygaard. He's gonna do enough to hang on here for the heat win. Jason Nygaard picks up the lead in Cushion Esports heat race number win. Edens will come home second. Berkeley third. Fourth is going to be Zarfos. And we go back to Dunn, Newell, Tucker, Siskowski, and Landis to make up your 9-car field. It's kind of blurry. It's probably on your. It might be on your end, Patricia. Heat race number 2. We'll go trackside right now to take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV start grid. Alright, starting on pole, heat race number 2, the Wicked Cushion Esports 410 winning Sprint Car Series presented by Dirty Old Bastards. Driving caliber 110, Kevin Hanley to his outside. They call him the Tuna Can. Caliber 79, Billy Rowley. Inside your second row, caliber 15 of Michael Sheridan. And on his outside in caliber 01, it's Kyle Stoltz out of position number 4. Lining up inside your third row, position number 5 from the PA Posse crew, caliber 38 of Brett Strickler. And lining up at a position number 6 in car 47, it's Garrett Pepiat. Starting position number 7 in car number 21, Tyler Henselman. And on his outside, the Catfish of car number 93 of Chris Roberts. Adam Elby was scheduled to line up at a position 9, however. Not in the server, I don't believe, so might be a little late in getting to the party, and we'll see if we can make it out for a B main. So watch the field roll through turn number 1 and 2 behind the iRacing.com pace truck. Again, don't forget, go to www.youtube.com/ultimatedirt. Hit that subscribe button. It is free. And once we get to those 1,000 subscribers, well, your chance at winning some money. Free $50. Wait for the pace truck to move, and Kevin Hanley, who had a pretty decent season last season. We get set. The track is starting to slicken up just a little bit more, but we go through turn number 1 and 2 for the first time in heat number 2. Rowley and Sheridan. They were side by side through 1 and 2, but keep an eye on Kyle Stoltz, putting the pressure on Sheridan as they go down into 1 and 2, side by side. Stoltz on the inside. Sheridan in that the light sky blue colour. You can't miss that colour. You miss that colour, you're definitely blind. Rowley continues to ride in second spot. Meanwhile, Hanley trying to pull away from the rest of the field. And now the times in this one, mid 13 seconds, where the 2 to 3 tenths slower than the previous heat race. We continue to watch Rowley in that 79 machine, the Tuna Can. Sheridan continues to hold on to position number 3 and locking himself into the main event. If he can stay inside of the top 4, Kyle Stoltz in that 4th and final transfer position. There's nothing happening through the rest of the field. The closest cars on track are probably Billy Rowley and Michael Sheridan, as they try to track down your race leader, Kevin Hanley. As I said, he picked up a feature in last season. We're able to cover in the Wicked Cushion 410 Sprint Car Series. 2 to run right now. And let's take a lap on board, looking at the back of the number 110 machine of Kevin Hanley. We go into turn number 3 and 4. You see how Rowley's just getting a little bit higher on the racetrack. White flag is out, final time as they go down the back straightaway, this time by the more of a D-shaped back straight. Into turns 3 this time, out of turn number 4, Kevin Hanley runs the slider line. He's victorious in heat number 2. Second, they're going to go to Billy Rowley. Third will be Michael Sheridan. Stoltz home in 4th. Then we go back to Strickler, Roberts, Pepiat, Henselman, and Elby with a did not grid. That is heat race number 2 complete, and now we move into our third and final heat race of the night. Again, we'll put 8 cars on the racetrack. Top 2 to the dash, top 4 to the main event, everybody else through to the B main. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Alright, they will line up like this. Starting on pole in car number 8 is Vinny Sansoni. On his outside in car 55 for Swindell Speed Lab, it is Freddie Rusty Kruger. Inside your second row, out of position number 3, car number 25, that'll be Richie Preston. And to his outside in car number 17, lining up position number 4, Kyle Keane. We go back to the back half of this field, starting in position at number 5, the inside of row 3. In car number 37, Zane Scott will line up alongside the X-Man. That's Mike Keegan, lining up at a position at number 6. Starting position at number 7, he finished in the top 3 in last season's standings for the 410 Wing Sprint Car Series. He led for a number of weeks. In car number 91, that is Anthony Job, and lining up at a position at number 8. In car number 77, Aaron Schaefer. Don't forget to hit the like and follow button on our Facebook page as well. We are live across the Dirty Old Bastards Facebook page, and also we're live on the World of Thunder page tonight. First time for that one, but again, like us on Facebook, share it out, follow us, do what you got to do. It's over 6,500 followers, so again, we thank you so very much for spending any nights of the week that you come and watch these drivers put on a show and listen to us dribble and talk about what we love to talk about. We get set. Heat number 3, our final heat of the night. We are set to launch the 410 winged sprint cars into action. Green flag is out, and Vinny Sansoni with a jump over the rest of the field. Swindell Speed Labs Rusty Kruger, the 55, moves into the second spot. Now, here we go, side by side, nearly 3 wide into turn number 3 and 4. Keegan down low, Preston. In fact, it's Keegan upstairs. Preston through the middle. I believe that might have been Zane Scott on the bottom side of the racetrack. So the battle is on between Keegan and Preston for that 4th and final transfer spot. Scott sliding up in front of Schaefer. Job going to now make this a 3-car battle for 6th, 7th and 8th as Scott gets a slider put on by Aaron Schaefer. Schaefer down low. Scott tagging the backstretch wall. Here comes Job. Job can't go anywhere right now. So a 3-car battle at the back of the pack, and a 3-car battle right now for 3rd, 4th and 5th. There's Preston trying to book himself into the main event right now, but Keegan holds on to that 4th and final transfer spot. Meanwhile, Vinny Sansoni, Rusty Kruger starting to motor along from the rest of the field, and we look at the lap times now. 13.7s, 13.8s. It's about 7/10 of a second slower than what we've seen in heat race number 1. And again, as we're seeing the heat races progress, the track is starting to lose about 2 to 3, even 4/10 of a second. So that orange and white Team SETI X, that is meant to be the 92 X-Man of Michael Keegan. He will go down low, down into turn number 1 and 2. Slide job on Kyle Keane. Kyle Keane relegated back to 3rd, but Keane says, no way, buddy, I want that 3rd spot. He slides up. Oh, leaves him alone, but Keegan into the wall, upside down. Oh, no, you hate to see it. And now Richie Preston into that 4th and final transfer spot. We go into 3 and 4 for the final time. Vinny Sansoni victorious 2nd. It's going to go to Rusty Kruger. 3rd at the line, I believe it'll be Kyle Keane. 4th is going to be Richie Preston, Zane Scott, Anthony Job. And then we go back to Mike Keegan and Aaron Schaefer. And boy, what a ride Mike Keegan went for. That was a tough pill to swallow. But that is our 3 heat races completed. And what better way to move forward here in the Wicked Cushion Esports 410 Winged Sprint Car Series. We now move into our 12-lap B-Main. Now these drivers will have a chance to make it into tonight's main event. Let's take a look right now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for your B-Main. Well, it will be 12 laps the distance, and I can tell you our top 12 drivers will be making the trip through to the back of the A-Main. There is scheduled to be 14 cars on the racetrack. And starting on pole in car number 57, Craig Dunn to his outside. In car number 38, that is Brett Strickler. Second row inside, position 3, car 37 of Zane Scott to his outside. The 222 of Western Newell lining up at a position number 4. Third row inside, the 93 of Chris Roberts will start position number 5. And then Anthony Job in car number 91 will start position number 6. The Swindell Speed Lab 00 Kendall Tucker will line up at a position number 7. And driving car number 47 out of position number 8, that's Garrett Pepiat. Lining up at a position number 9, the X-Man, the 92 of Mike Keegan. And to his outside, driving car number 48, that's Chance Siskowski, lines up at a position number 10. Starting position number 11, in car number 21, that is Tyler Henselman. And to his outside, in car 77, Aaron Schaefer lines up at a position number 12. And your final row inside and outside. At a position number 13, driving car number 31, it's Tyson Landis. And then we go back to the Swindell Speed Lab. Driving car number 74, didn't turn a lap in his heat races. His first lap on the racetrack. That's Adam Elby to start position number 14. Alright, set for B-Main action. 14 cars. Your top 12 to go through. 2 cars to miss out in tonight's main event. Who will those 2 drivers be? Which 12 drivers will make it through to your A-Main as we are green here at the Volusia Speedway Park, the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. Dunn will lead the field down through turn number 3 and 4 for the first of 12 circuits. Zane Scott riding in second. Roberts, in fact that's Schaefer I believe that is. No, it's definitely Roberts in the 93 car. Job getting pressured right now, inside, outside, every which way possible. They are all fighting for positions inside the top 12, and right now Schaefer and Elby. In fact, Elby is already back on pit road, so not a happy night for that number 74 machine. Late to the party, missed the heat race, and now he's not even going to be able to compete in the B-Main. Yes, back on pit road, but now it's Zane Scott starting to climb all over the back of the 57 of Craig Dunn down through turn number 3 and 4. Dunn ran the slider line in 3 and 4. They both go up above the slick into turn number 1 and 2. Scott to the inside. Scott's got a chance to take over the race lead down the back straightaway. Side by side into turns 3 and 4 for the race lead. Slide jump by Zane Scott. And Zane Scott will have the number 1 spot as they go into turn number 1 and 2. 5 down, 7 to run. We go back through the order. Scott, your race leader from Dunn. Newell back there in 3rd. Job 4th. Henselman 5th. Meanwhile, it's Craig Dunn again trying to put the pressure on Zane Scott, but now Western Newell looking for 2nd in that 222 machine. They almost made contact. Newell was very lucky. He somehow got that car straightened up and figured out through turn number 3 and 4. Trying to run the bottom, in fact, trying to stay in the mid-track on the exit of turn number 2, but there is not a lot of grip down there, and same thing through 3 and 4. He's, oh no, Western Newell upside down. The yellow flag about to come out. No. And there it is. Yellow flag will fly. And Western Newell was in the top 3. He was ready for a transfer position. He bangs it up upside down. Let's take a look at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. We've seen it happen live as we'll call the action. The 222 of Western Newell just a little too close to those tyres there on the exit. He goes upside down, takes a bit of a hefty ride, and well, let's take a good look right now thanks to your Black Diamond Motorsports onboard camera angles, and there it is. Just catching the wall. And here's we'll have multiple different shots of this one. Here, just right off the gas. Upside down Western Newell, and well, let's be honest, he's still got a chance at to make the show, providing he's still on the racetrack, and I believe that he is. So So again, the deadhead.com.au Wicked Cushion 222 machine. And I can tell you he is back on pit road, so as we bring you back to live video coverage here of the Wicked Cushion Esports 14 Wings Sprint Car Series, there is the 222 of Western Newell. He is done. And now we are just waiting on the lights to turn off on the racing.com pace track, and in fact they do this time or that time by. And it will be Zane Scott to lead the field away. Right there, and that's was up Sim Sports. Hergot Real Estate, Motorsports Beats. So the Jessup's Logistics. There's a whole bunch of sponsors on that race car, the 37. Zane, don't be texting and driving. Green flag is out. We're back underway. 3 to go. And Scott leads from Dunjob in third. And now here comes Kendall Tucker. Back there in position number 4. Tyler Henselman running in that 5th position. Good run for the 21 machine. Tucker down low, down into turn number 1 and 2. Looks for the slide drive. Looks for 2 for 1, but drives straight into the side of Craig Dunn. Oh no, Keegan around. Kendall Tucker just, well, slam lapping his way through into position 2. Maybe not expecting Craig Dunn to be there. And Craig Dunn is going to fall back to 12th position. He's back on pit road, but he will transfer into the main event. Job getting caught up in that one as well. And we'll see if Kendall Tucker will get EOL'd for that one, or whether he's going to take his spot back up near the front. Come on, Lance, you know this isn't iRacing. What? So, I'm not sure whether Tucker had claimed that one or not. Look, I'm here for content, mate. You should know that by now, Dylan. We've got to get in on the action on the memes, don't we, boys? That's what it's all about, right? Having a bit of fun. So as we start to pick up business here on Ultimate Dirt TV throughout the next couple of months, we've got a lot of broadcasts to do. Getting back to where we should be. Of course, we stopped a lot of those broadcasts through the week, as we're going to have 1 lap left to run. Zane Scott, Tyler Henselman. So our Sunday night, of course, will be, we'll talk more about it later on after the broadcast, but our Sunday night, we're back to Monday. I think we're going to, I think the Pro Series is on Monday nights, isn't it? I think so. So we'll leave that open. Tuesday nights, we could be doing the 360s, depending on, again, on any funding that comes through, any sponsorship, as we get the green and white at the same time. The Wicked Cushion Esports B main for the 410 Wings Sprint Cars, presented by Dirty Old Bastards, into turn number 3 and 4, and Zane Scott victorious. Second is going to go to Tyler Henselman. Third across the line will be Chance Siskowski, Chris Roberts home in 4th. Then we go back to Strickler, Pepiat, Schaefer, Landis, Keegan. No idea who else finished where and what, as the session has just advanced over. Now, it is to the warm-up session, and now what we normally do, we normally take this opportunity to step aside, or roll aside here on Ultimate Dirt TV, depending on if you've got a sense of humour or not. Normally we'd play a couple of ad bills, pay a couple of bills, play some ad breaks, but we have a dash that is coming up, and of course it is the top 2 from the 3 heat races. What they're going to do, they're going to draw out their numbers. They'll be talking to race control, and the race control will be giving them the numbers. They'll pick a number 1 through to 6, and normally what you see on a Sunday night with us here at Ultimate Dirt TV, with of course the World of Thunder guys, instead of us doing it, race control does it, so he can write it down and stuff like that. So actually, while we've got this opportunity, again, we want to thank Wicked Cushion and Wicked Cushion Esports, Matthew Henninger, for everything that he's done, not only for Dirty Old Bastards, but for myself and, of course, Ultimate Dirt TV. Without him, none of this is going to be at all possible to make all this happen. Of course, I want to give a shout out to Steve McMillan and, of course, World of Thunder Racing League. I want a massive shout out to the guys over at dirtfan.com. If you haven't done so, head over to their website, check it out, all the real world action, although it's probably going to be a little bit dry at the moment. So we've still got some sim racing action for you right here on the #1 home for dirt track racing at Ultimate Dirt TV. So a massive shout out to Adam at DirtFan as well for all that he's done for us here. Of course, I want to thank all of you fans for tuning in here, not only tonight, but of course all throughout our broadcasts throughout the week that we cover. And whether it's broadcast or personal streams, if you stop by, if you've given us a like and a follow and a share, whatever it might be, just turning up here, we say thank you. We are 18 subs away from our YouTube goal of 1,000 subs. And again, that is youtube.com/UltimateDirtTV. You don't have to watch it on there if you don't want to. If you want to come back and watch it on the Facebook feed, you are more than welcome to. But again, if we can just get you to hit that subscribe button on YouTube, it would be very much appreciated more. And you've also got an opportunity to win $50 free cash. Here we go, Kevin Hanley and Jason Nygaard. We'll start out of positions number 1 and 2. Position 3 going to be James Edens, and Rusty Kruger lines up out of position number 4. Then we go back to Billy Rowley lining up at a position number 5, and Vinny Sansoni to start position number 6 here in your Wicked Cushion Esports Dash for your 410 Wing Sprint Car Series presented by Dirty Old Bastards right here on Ultimate Dirt TV. 6 laps the journey. Once this 6 laps is complete, we'll have a 2-minute warm-up session, and then we are going to go green flag action for our main event. But it's time for your dash to find out who will start where. Green flag is out. And the inside row got a fantastic start. Eden slides up into second spot. Rowley trying to slide into fourth as Kruger. Kruger and Sansoni run down into 3 and 4. Eden's running low side by side. Eden's to the race lead, but Hanley says, nope, I want the top spot back. But James Eden's cool, calm, and collected through turn number 1 and 2 with a slide job. Hanley now down low. Going to return the favour down into turn number 3 and 4. 2 laps in the books and 4 remain. Jason Nygaard rides in position number 3. Then we go back to Billy Rowley in 4th. And then you're looking at Vinny Sansoni and Rusty Kruger battling it out for 5th and 6th. But we are officially halfway home. 3 down, 3 to run here in your dash. Hanley trying to stay down low through turn number 3 and 4, trying to get the drive off the bottom of the racetrack. He will go straight to the top shelf in turns 1 and 2. Nygaard now starting to put the pressure. The 22 machine for Team ABR. Eden's right through the slick. Listening to race control. 1 to go.
White flag.
There we go. 1 lap left to run. James Eden's looking to start the 35-lap main event on pole. We rocket down into turn number 3 and 4. James Eden's victorious. Second is going to go to Kevin Hanley. Jason Nygaard third. Fourth is going to be Billy Rowley. Vinny Sansoni in 5th. And then you've got Rusty Kruger to come home into position number 6. Well, while these drivers do have a 2-minute warm-up session, we are certainly going to take this opportunity right now to step aside here on Ultimate Dirt TV and come back in just a few moments' time. You are watching the Wicked Cushion Esports 410 Winged Sprint Car Series, round number 1 at the Volusia Speedway Park, presented by Dirty Old Bastards. We'll take a quick break and come back with your main events. Good evening and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV's coverage of the Wicked Cushion Esports 410-wing Sprint Car Series here at the Volusia Speedway Park, presented by Dirty Old Bastards. It is our 35-lap main event time, and it is time to take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Alright, our first 6 positions will be jumbled up just a little bit due to the drivers in the dash. We know James Edens will start on pole. I believe Kevin Hanley will start second. Jason Nygaard third. Fourth will be Billy Rowley. Vinny Sansoni fifth. Rusty Kruger sixth. Seventh on back is going to be correct. Joel Berkeley will start position 7, starting position 8 of Michael Sheridan. Position number 9, that's going to be Kyle Keane, and lining up at a position 10, that's Jeremy Zarfos. At a position number 11, it's Kyle Stoltz, and Richie Preston will start position number 12. Position number 13 is going to be Zane Scott. At a position 14, it's Tyler Henselman. 15th position will be Chance Siskowski, and starting position 16, Chris Roberts. Starting position number 17, it's Brett Strickler, and Garrett Pepiat will start position number 18. Aaron Schaefer will start position 19. At a position 20, Tyson Landis. 21st will be Mike Keegan. 22nd will be Anthony Job. Kendall Tucker will start 23rd. And 24th starter, it's going to be Craig Dunn. Pace truck pulls in. We are not going green just yet. Drivers from the dash going to get their black flags cleared right now, and they have been they've just been given the 2 to green signal right now. Coronavirus free here at Ultimate Dirt TV. So the field's still pacing right now, and again, you see one of 37 laps. It is a 35-lap main event. Those first 2 laps was just to make sure the drivers from the dash are in their correct positions, and they'll get those black flags cleared. And those drivers will now get the 1 to green signal. James Edens will have command of the field next time by out of turn number 4. We listen to the 900 horsepower 410-wing sprint cars roll past the start-finish line here at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. As we know the pace truck is in. We are going green for 35. Yellow laps not counting, so anytime the caution comes out, it'll freeze the lap counter where we used to add 3 laps to the total number of laps, but now that iRacing has hopefully got all the bugs figured out, you'll see the field rolling in from the right to the left of your screen. From right to left, James Edens gets to the pit road and he stands on the gas. We are green as we get live for 35. Well, very surprised to see Edens down to the bottom side of the racetrack through 1 and 2. He will slide up to the top above the slick into turn number 3 and 4. Edens will lead lap number 1 of 35 right now. 34 to run. Nygaard running upstairs. Berkeley in the black and pink machine number 9 as he goes 3 wide with Sheridan and Billy Rowley. Berkeley up on the cushion getting a run. Now Rusty Kruger coming with him as well. Kruger's fallen back just a little bit right now through turns 3 and 4 as we enter 1 and 2. And it's Sheridan, in fact, falling back as Rowley trying to come after Vinny Sansoni. And a lot of these guys right now will be running the Pro Series, so this is good practice for them for Monday night. Berkeley goes a slider into 3 and 4 on Nygaard. Berkeley tags the wall, and Nygaard got back underneath him. Now Berkeley, he's gathered it back up as he tries to rally back and try and get the momentum back in that number 9 machine and trying to get back into the top 3. As Vinny Sansoni back there into position number 5. Then we go back to Sheridan and Rowley battling it out side by side. Jeremy Zarfos right in behind him in that number 5 machine. Sheridan through the middle. Rowley upstairs. As now Hanley has made the mistake. He's lost a spot. He might lose 2 because here goes Berkeley. Hanley, he's staying downstairs into turns 3 and 4. Got to be careful. We all know what happens when you go down low. Just take a look at what happened in the B main. Now, Eden's pulling away by over about a second. It's a 1.1 second gap at the moment over Jason Nygaard. Nygaard trying to roll the cushion through turn number 1 and 2. 27 laps to go this time by. And Berkeley is really starting to catch that number 22 machine. He decides to keep it upstairs into turn number 1 and 2. A big gap, a 1.3 second gap back to 4th place. And that is Kevin Hanley, Billy Rowley side by side. Hanley on the bottom side. Rowley upstairs, and Rowley now moves into position number 4. Trying to keep an eye on Berkeley and Nygaard for 2nd and 3rd. Waiting to see if we end up having a slide job coming out from Berkeley. He's right there again, putting the pressure. Now ducking to the inside, down into turn number 1 and 2. Slide job complete. And Nygaard turning it back underneath. Crossover by the 22 machine. They contact. Oh no, Berkeley and Nygaard upside down. Oh boy, drama here at the Volusia Speedway Park. Let's take a look right now at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. Here he is, Berkeley. Nygaard crosses underneath, I think, Berkeley, and then just sort of laid down a bit. Just come off the cushion on the exit of turn 2. And just shot the car just left just a little bit. And Berkeley and Nygaard, unfortunately for both drivers, their nights, well, they're pretty much ended, because I dare say Berkeley's probably got a 305 in that car right now. But unfortunately, the 9 machine, and we'll give him some airtime here. The Slick Sim Sports and Down Under Graphics. Number 9 machine, Joel Berkeley, back on pit road along with, and we're going to find it here because I'm not sure where. Jason Nygaard has gone. He's back on pit road as well. So unfortunately, we see 2 cars out of tonight's main event. In fact, we should have 3, because I'm not sure where Mr. Garrett Pepiat has gone. I bet you right now Berkeley is PI55ED. Lights are out on the iRacing.com pace truck. 24 to run. Edens for Swindell Speed Lab, your leader. Billy Rowley second now, and Kevin Hanley moves into the top 3, but man, he's got some company behind him. Vinny Sansoni straight up on the inside. Sansoni up to position number 3, and here comes Sheridan on the bottom side, and Zarfo's on the outside. Nearly making it a 3-wide battle with that the 110 of Kevin Hanley. Hanley shuts it all. Sheridan caught the inside wall through turn number 1 and 2. Drivers working top to bottom, and some drivers trying to make the middle side or the middle groove work around this half a mile of a racetrack, the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. We close in on 21 to go. Hanley in 4th. Zarfos rounds out the top 5. Zarfos got into the back of Hanley. Zarfos moved up, and Tucker. Oh no! Billy Rowley into the wall. Billy Rowley has gone from 2nd to about 15th or 14th. And right now, Kendall Tucker, he is on the move right now for Swindell Speed Lab. They want to make it a 1-2. Here in round number 1, the Wicked Cushion Esports 410 Wing Sprint Car Series presented by Dirty Old Bastards. Tucker's now up to position number 3 around the outside of Kevin Hanley. And Tucker coming after Vinny Sansoni. You're one of the best. You've got him here at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park on the Dirty Old Bastard Series. Tucker into 2nd now. And Sansoni running the bottom side. He may have to go to the doctors. He's just been given a cold. Maybe check for some coronavirus-like symptoms. He is stuck on the bottom side and not going anywhere in a hurry. But Kendall Tucker We look at a 1.5 second gap. Let's keep an eye on the time up the top underneath the Wicked Cushion Esports, the ticker. You see it 1.7 right now. But Tucker on the previous lap was quicker than Edens by half a tenth of a second. And they were very similar. In fact, there was 1,000th of a second, I believe it was, separating those pairs. When you go back and take a look at Zarfos, who has been right in the thick of things all night long. And the same with Brett Strickler, Kevin Hanley, Michael Sheridan, all those kind of drivers. They've really been stuck in a battle inside of the top 10, even top 5. And they are stacked up in the back of the pack as we watch Strickler move to the inside right now on Jeremy Zarfos, the 5 of Zarfos. Trying to cut it down to the middle of the racetrack through turn number 1 and 2. It's now 8/10 of a second. Kendall Tucker. Oh no, Eden's made the mistake. And Tucker has the race lead. Took it at the right time. Eden's back to the inside. Tucker to the outside. Sliding up was James Edens. Kendall Tucker really getting a run into turn number 3 and 4. Running the cushion upstairs like a boss. The Swindell Speed Lab cars are 1 and 2. Then you go back to the D1RT of Vinny Sansoni. Back there into position number 3. And boy, over the next 11 laps, it's going to be tight. Who is going to make the less mistakes here? As we've got now 10 to run. They both run the exact same line. I want to go back and take a look at everybody else through the pack, but right now, these drivers are too close to let these drivers go anywhere. Oh, let's go for it. Let's go back and take a look at Jeremy Zarfos through the middle around the outside of Brett Strickler. But Strickler back up on the inside. Good run out of turn number 2. Strickler downstairs. He's picked up position number 4. Sansoni third. Can he hold on to the final podium position? Strickler's coming after it. Edens is down low and Kendall Tucker's got back to the race lead. And he was nearly 6/10 of a second quicker on that lap. Kendall Tucker 15.574. James Edens with a 16.164. Goes to show you right now, Kendall Tucker, he has got that car working like, I don't know what I want to work like. But it is just rolling. Closing in on 5 to run this time by for Kendall Tucker out of turn number 4. 5 to go. So far, just the one yellow, I think it was, for Bergeron and Berkeley. Pepiat's gone. Henselman is gone. Rowley's gone. Scott's gone. Keen's gone. 17 cars left on the racetrack. Where did Kendall Tucker start? 23rd. Second at last spot and to the race lead. Tell you what, Strickler might have a podium here. 3 to go that time by for Kendall Tucker. He's got a long way ahead of this field. He is 6.5 seconds on Brett Strickler, who we're watching. 6.2 over Vinny Sansoni. And I think Sansoni might just have enough to hang on here. We get the tip of the green. Popsicle sticks are out. 2 laps left to run. James Edens down low, as he has to literally watch his teammate roll off into the sunset. Yellow flag is out. Just as we were coming to 1 to go, and we were about to get the white, the yellow flag will fly. Well, Kendall Tucker, he's been absolutely dominating here tonight in this main event once he's gotten to the lead. As I said, started position number 23. And he is just absolutely put a murdering on this field. Two to green. And then we have what should be a 1-lap dash to the end. Round number 1 of the Wicked Cushion Esports 410 Winged Sprint Car Series presented by Dirty Old Bastards. Don't forget, we are live on the DOB, the Dirty Old Bastards Facebook page. We're live on World of Thunder Racing Facebook page. And of course, we're live right here on Ultimate Dirt TV across Facebook and YouTube. So again, if you haven't done so already, head over to our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. And less than 20 subs away from our goal and then our target. And once we get that, we will do a $50 giveaway to our subscribers. Hello, Michael. Well, hope you're doing your work. Or you can just tell them just to pause. Just say, listen, iRacing, broadcast first. Come on, you need to get some sort of racing in. Pace Truckers in. We are set as Kendall Tucker puts a good gap between himself and James Edens as the white and the green was thrown at the same time. Down the back straightaway for the final time into turn number 3 and 4. Round number 1 of the Wicked Cushion Esports 410 Wing Sprint Car Series presented by Dirty Old Bastards. And Kendall Tucker gets the win. Second across the line is going to be James Edens, home in position number 3, just by a tenth of a second. Goes to Vinny Sansoni. 4th place went to Brett Strickland. Jeremy Zarfos rounds out the top 5. Anthony Job home in position number 6. 7th went to Mike Keegan. Michael Sheridan, position number 8. Kevin Hanley, 9th. And Craig Dunn rounding out your top 10. We go over the page 11th through to 20th. Rusty Kruger, position number 11. 12th is Richie Preston. Tyson Landers, 13th. Kyle Stoltz, 14th. 15th is Chris Roberts. Aaron Schaefer, position number 16th. Chance Siskowski, 17th. Kyle Keane in 18th. Zane Scott, 19th. 20th was Billy Rowley. 21st is Tyler Henselman. Garrett Pepe at 22nd. Jason Nygaard, 23rd. And Joe Berkeley in position number 24. Well, we'll wait for our top 3, hopefully, to come into the Discord and we'll have a chat with them. So we are just awaiting the arrival of our top 3, Kendall Tucker, James Edens, and Vinny Sansoni. So what a race to open up this season, as Kendall Tucker is ready to go. As we are going to go down to victory lane here on the front straightaway. And we talk to our winner here tonight in car number 00. It's Kendall Tucker. And Kendall, well, congratulations on this victory. Well, you nearly last to first, but we'll give it a 23rd up to position number 1. You certainly had this number 00 rolling.
Yeah, the car felt good in the feature. I don't know. I think the tracks have just been really weird here lately. It just feels like there's a lot more grip, and I just was loose and then tied at certain points in the race. But everybody just didn't seem they wanted to run the top. But I don't know if it was just too hard or what. But it was pretty fast, and that's how we picked a lot of them off. And Edens here, he got in the wall a little bit. But we both had a fast piece. Would have much rather liked to race it out with him not having damage. But we'll take a win any way we can get him.
Well, it was a very impressive drive to come from that 23rd spot up to the race lead. And again, you do it in absolute style, running the cushion like a boss. But did you have your car set up for the top side and just hopefully that no one was going to go up there? Or how did you have your car set up for this feature event?
I just really was trying to just make sure the car was maneuverable enough to run any line that I needed to run. Starting dead last like that, it's just you got to make sure your car's maneuverable. You can't be just married to one lane. So we just made it snug enough and just free enough to run anywhere we wanted. So just kept playing with the wing, and we end up getting up to the front.
All right, well, congratulations on the victory here, the season opener for the Wicked Cushion Esports 410 Wing Sprint Car Series here at Volusia. Congratulations on the win. We'll let you celebrate a 1-2 with your team, but of course, before we let you go, sponsors, shout-outs, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
Yeah, I just gotta thank all my guys over at Swindell Speed Lab and just K1 Race Gear and Bell Helmets and South Bay Partners and just everybody else that plays a part on our team and stuff. And just thanks to you for the broadcast and thanks to Chris for putting the league on. I'm glad to see the car count numbers are getting back to where they were. So just first race this season. Hopefully we'll be able to get a couple more.
All right, there we go. Kendall Tucker home in first place tonight. And, well, we'll chat to the driver that comes home second place tonight. He led a good 3/4 of this race, but again, just a slight little mistake. And, well, comes away with a second place run here tonight. James, congratulations on this second place. Maybe one that sort of got away from you there in the end.
Yeah, for sure. I moved up to the top there, and I guess we just got into the cushion a little too hard, and I don't know what happened, but I think it knocked the front end over a little bit, and then it just wouldn't really turn from there on out.
It looked like during that race, you certainly had your car set up for the bottom side of the racetrack. You love to go to the bottom side. It takes a lot of finesse and a lot of throttle control to get around here, especially when the track gets as slick as it does, as we've seen tonight.
Yeah, for sure. I that's probably my favorite thing to do is just kind of roll the bottom and keep the car under you. That's definitely what I'm best at. You won't find me pounding the fence too often and winning races up there. So, you just got to be patient and, hopefully the track works to your favor. And, unfortunately it really didn't tonight. So.
Well, second place to kick off, but a 1-2 for Swindell Speed Lab to kick off the Wicked Cushion Esports 410 series here at Volusia. Congratulations on this second place, and we'll let you thank some sponsors before we let you go, James.
Yeah, just got to thank the Speed Lab guys. K1 Race Gear, Bell Helmets, HMS Motorsport, Racing Electronics, and then South Bay Partners. They support us in doing this and, let us have some fun.
All right, there we go. James Eden's there home in second place, and we'll chat to the driver that comes home in third place tonight. Driving Calibrati, it's Vinny Sansoni. And Vinny, congratulations on this third place finish here tonight. You started fifth in from the dash, and you make your way up with a bit of luck there in those final couple of laps, and you just hang on for a third place.
Yeah, kind of surprised myself a little bit. We've been lacking speed in all the other events leading up to this, so it was a pleasant surprise.
On a track like this, when it gets black slick, and with the level of competition that we have, all you pro, a lot of you pro drivers in here, is this sort of a good test and tune coming up for the Pro Series, especially since week 1, I believe, is at Volusia next week?
Well, yeah, absolutely. For people like myself, I mean, your title contenders. It's I can't imagine it does too much for them. They pretty much got their setup and very minor tweaks going on. I know I'm still back here with wholesale changes every night and seeing what sticks.
All right, well, hey, look, third place to kick off the 410 Sprintcar Series here on a Thursday night for the Wicked Cushion Esports. A great way to start off your campaign here at the Volusia Speedway Park. And we'll let you get out of here. We'll let you thank some people and some sponsors before we let you go, Vinny.
Yeah, thanks to all the family, friends, and especially teammates. We're working on it, and appreciate you guys taking your time broadcasting this and putting on these events. It's, like you said, it really helps tune up for just about everything.
All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Vinny Sansoni there, your third place driver here tonight. And that will wrap us up from the virtual Volusia Speedway Park, round number 1 of the Wicked Cushion Esports 410 Winged Sprint Car Series, presented by Dirty Old Bastards. Again, a massive thanks to Wicked Cushion Esports, Dirty Old Bastards, and of course our sponsors, of course, Wicked Cushion, Dirtfan.com, and of course World of Thunder Racing League. And again, thank you to everybody that has tuned in here tonight. Don't forget, head over to our YouTube channel, go to youtube.com/UltimateDirtTV. Hit that subscribe button, doesn't cost a thing. And again, we are closing in on 1,000 subs. Once we get there, we are going to do a $50 giveaway. So Until then, ladies and gentlemen, our next broadcast will be on a Sunday night for the World of Thunder Racing League. I believe it'll be the super late models. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, and on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, the management behind the scenes, we say farewell and good night.